Straddling Europe and Asia across the iconic Bosphorus Strait, residents of Turkey's largest city are a few miles away from the horror their fellow citizens are enduring in the southeast. People here have their own issues to contend with, like a tanking economy and sky-high inflation, issues that have to be pushed aside for now. Istanbul has become a focal point for the hundreds of aid agencies desperate to offer support. Volunteers have left their lives from across the world and are willing to join the search and rescue missions. Those people are not courting public sympathy.
So as to be expected, it's pretty difficult to get a hold of people, but I've hopped into a taxi because I'm told that some international doctors have set up a makeshift HQ so they can get to some of the disaster zones, which is just about an hour away from this bustling city.
Fortunately, I've stumbled upon the local Doctors Worldwide headquarters. The people leading the rescue teams here are not sleeping, but the work doesn't stop.
Actually, the statistics say that there are 23 million people affected by the earthquake in the region. The area is so big, it's almost the size of France. So the numbers tell a lot about how devastating the earthquake is. As we arrived there, there were teams, research and rescue teams working on the ground with some vehicles, and we saw a lot of dead people coming from the collapsed buildings. It was so sad, and there are some happy and some scenes that increase the hope for the future. There were little kids and babies and elderly people coming out alive, and after even 100 hours after the earthquake, and even in longer times, there were people rescued from the collapsed buildings. So it's so difficult for the people who are even alive in the region, because they are living outside, they are living in tents. They are living in camp cities established by AFAD, a public body. So bad, actually.
Idil Alabey is a young project assistant turned Mammoth project coordinator, supporting senior staff.
We have thousands of volunteer doctors and medical staff here. Also, we have operational teams in there. So it's not enough. It couldn't be enough, but we are trying to reach every out.
So Istanbul may not be the epicenter of the disaster, but it's certainly become the focal point for foreign aid groups, local aid groups, to get together to work to pack essentials that people so desperately need. This room where I'm standing used to actually be a meeting room, but just have a look around me. It's turned into a place where people are sending in medicines, they're sending in clothes, they're sending in food products. We've got lots of young volunteers here working day and night to ensure that the 23 million people who are affected get the help that they so urgently need. Juliana Olayinka, reporting for Channels Television News in Istanbul.